newest installment of what we're starting to call Beyond Retro Presents. This time we are doing commentary for Roadhouse. I am your co-host, Nathan Kennedy, joined here by Tyler Baker. It's amazing that, granted now, it has like this big cult following, but when this film came out, nominated for Razzies, critics shit all over it, but it stood the test of time. We can't say that for most of the things that have been lauded and applauded and put on pedestals like this. Jesus, man. What is there to say that hasn't been said? I mean, obviously, if we did that, then we wouldn't have a commentary for this. But just, once again, why don't they make shit like this anymore? Why don't they?
It's I've always like held this movie in like a separate category as like being the quintessential like macho film. It's like a film, if you want to see what it's like to just watch like a straight up, macho man movie, you watch Roadhouse. I mean, you got other movies that go beyond that, like Predator and Rambo and Commando and Conan and things like that. But there's something about Roadhouse, I guess because it's in such a contemporary setting, it's a modern day Western. And it's obviously it gets a lot of praised by today. It's highly celebrated, special edition and everything like that. So, it's not like we're saying the film is underappreciated, but I also feel like it deserves even more credit. They couldn't make a film like this today because I almost feel like they would be too ashamed to try and take it seriously. When I like the fact that this is a film about a cooler, cleaning up a bar, and the hell that ensues. Like, why is that a bad idea? Why is that silly and stupid? Like, why is that like Neanderthal entertainment? Like,
I mean, to a degree, I guess I understand that viewpoint because let's face it, it does escalate quickly and get a little ridiculous. But that's the fun. That's the fun of it.
I don't find it far fetched though. Like the fact that Ben Gazzara's character is, overrunning this small little town in Jasper, and to think that there's someone like kind of pushing back against his authority a little bit here, a little bit there, embarrassment here. To me, it's a gradual build to where this guy's like, you know what, I'm going to do whatever the hell I want because no one challenged. I don't feel it to be too far fetched, and I don't say that blindly because I love the film so much. I'm like, I feel like it works. Obviously, if look at it this way, if we were going to make all films super realistic, none of them would be interesting. From action films to superhero films to dramas to comedies, if you're going to put full on reality, none of them will be worth a damn. None of them.
No, that's true. It sucks out the entertainment.
Yeah, so you have to bend reality in all movies because otherwise, just go watch a documentary. Then, even period films will embellish, like Tombstone. It broke my heart to find out the shootout at the OK Corral was not as epic as it is in the movie. So you just have to bend reality to make entertainment. So if they want to sit there and say, "Oh, this is unrealistic," yeah, so is Star Wars.
But man, the cast, like I love Terry Funk in this movie. I'm glad that Sam Elliott. Sam Elliott's pretty much gold anytime he's on screen. He's just got that presence to him.
He makes everything gold. If Sam Elliott shows up with that grizzled voice and the famous variations of facial hair and hair itself, the guy makes being great kick ass.
I feel like this was a peak Sam Elliott look. Like he had the longish hair, and shit, man, he's just cool. Like anytime he shows up in anything, he's just smooth as shit.
Like I don't drink beer, but I would force a beer down my gullet if it meant hanging out with Sam Elliott, drinking a beer with him.
Oh, I would pay to see that, actually.
Yeah,
I'd watch you force it down, and then your acid reflux kicks in, and you throw up everywhere after like a quarter of a beer.
Yeah, I'd start dry heaving right there on the spot, right there in front of Sam. I might as well just hand him my balls in a jar at that point.
I mean, I would be like, "Hey, man, let's move on to the liquor, Mr. Elliott." He'd be like, "Oh, all right," with that. To take a phrase from Jim Cornette, man, he's slicker than cum on a gold tooth.
It couldn't put it better.
Yeah, he's just smooth, suave, sexy. He's a good looking dude. I can see why women just.
Because of that alone, like this movie's got sex appeal for women. It's got sex appeal for men with Kelly Lynch and all the other beautiful women in this film. You got action. You got Jeff Healey's music, which is fantastic,
phenomenal. And we'll get into that too. It's amazing enough that like he's blind and he can play the guitar, especially the way that he's playing it with it sitting on his lap and everything. Rest his soul as well, man. Him and Swayze. It's a shame that Swayze is no longer around.
But at least he was aware of the fanfare for this film and has done, gave his thoughts on it too. So you have that. Michael Kamen's score, who did Die Hard, he did Lethal Weapon, he did Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and various other great films. Another kick-ass score as well. So this movie's got everything going from you got Cobra Commander, the voice of Cobra Commander, Chris Ladison. Ever seen a better set of attitudes? $20, you can kiss them. Like, are you kidding? Oh, that's one of the best scenes of all cinema. God, it's hilarious.
I got $20. Yeah, we even get a little bit of a cameo from Keith David playing the bartender.
And which I'm like, it was a shame that Keith David, like, you cast him, like, this is all you do with it. That's my only gripe about this film. It's like Keith David,
he should have been in there kicking ass.
And yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I mean,
he went toe to toe with Piper. What, a year prior? They lived, was it 88?
88, yeah. So Keith David should have been used a lot more prominently in some form or fashion, but that's if I had any complaint, which God knows I can't come up with a single one, nor would I want to. But that's my only gripe, is that Keith David is not used more prominently. Other than that, the film was absolute perfection.
And originally, this was just going to be a Beyond Retro episode, and we were going to talk about it. But I kind of messed up in a Facebook comment and reply to someone and said commentary, and Tyler's like, "Well, I got the Blu-ray in there." I was like, "Well, you want to do what are we going to do here?" And I'm like, "I could just go grab the movie off the shelves, no problem." So here we are. We're going to do the commentary. Because I don't know. I'm kind of digging these full-length commentaries that we do.
It's fun. Plus, we'll do a lot better than what Kevin Smith and what's his name? Scott Mosier did. Like, all they did was just kind of do like a bunch of like Chuck Norris-style Dalton jokes, which weren't that funny. And I kind of thought they'd have something more to say than just read cue cards of like really bad jokes. So we're going to try and give you a little bit more bang for your buck in terms of fan commentary here.
Hopefully. Yeah. Hopefully we won't let you down.
Well, we're not going to be pissing all over the film. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, no, of course not.
Yeah.
To me, this is like a go-to favorite. This is one of those ones, anytime you catch it on TV, like you got to watch it.
Yeah, no matter where it's at. It's a fun. I'm ready to dive right in head first. Anytime this movie was on TBS, which is when I first saw it on movies for guys who like movies. That's how I caught this film for the first time.
Hell yeah.
But if you're ready.
Yeah, you give us the go ahead and we'll get it going.
All right. 3, 2, 1, action.
Get the old MGM logo.
Yep. And coming up is the United Artists logo too, which I miss seeing the
excuse me. I miss all those old logos.
Yeah, I do too. A very, very catchy opening. I believe the band that's doing this song that's in the bar when we see Dalton is the same band from Dusk Till Dawn and the Titty Twister.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I think.
Man, I gotta stop drinking Coca-Colas on here, dude. Like, it just.
I will hear nothing of that.
Drinking them like that though, it just like makes me want to burp. And I actually checked out. You have the first release of the Blu-ray. I actually had the Shout Select version. That's what I watched last night, and right now I'm watching it on the MGM Special Edition or the Deluxe Edition DVD. And I can tell you right now, I notice quite
a pretty pair of legs and
quite the quality jump between the Blu-ray and DVD. But yeah, no, that's how you start a movie, man.
God, look at that. Man, that's how all movies need to be cast. A woman with beautiful long legs and high heels, like. I don't care what the movie is, even if it's like a sad drama about, a coach being fired from a high school job because he couldn't cut it anymore. You open up with a pair of pretty legs and high heels. I always thought my stepdad looked like the owner here of the Double Deuce. My mom used to get pissed off at me about when I'd say that. It's like he does. Even my brother would say it too.
I could see that. Put a pair of glasses on him. He definitely.
He does. Yeah, he does look like him.
Next time I see him, I'll just be like, "Hey, man, how's the Double Deuce going?"
I need to ask him if I walk in ages. Tyler, I thought you'd be bigger.
I like that running gag through that because honestly, when you do look at Swayze, he is quite slender.
Slender but lean, like Bruce Lee. Like just.
At least Keith David got a credit right there.
He got a nice, good billing in here as well. Man, see beautiful women all over the place. Good grief! I miss the '80s and early '90s. All these girls with their big hair,
Yeah, I mean, it's sexy, but at the same time, too, I guess I'm kind of glad that we veered off from the hairspray and the crunchiness and the
Oh,
high
then
hair.
again, too, I appreciate beautiful women of all decades, from the 70s
Oh,
to
I
the
mean, I do as well.
80s,
Don't get me
90s.
wrong, but I'm just saying, I'm glad that we have moved past that, and I can reflect on it and just be like, it was good. It was sexy for its time.
And here he is, just enjoying the music. Just
I wouldn't say he's
casual head
enjoying
bob.
it.
Well, his head's moving to the music, so I took it as like he's enjoying it. And here we are, man. You know, when you see guys like manhandling women, they always look like a bunch of pompous pricks. Like they just have that look that says this guy would do that to a woman. And they're always some of the goofiest looking guys you can imagine. I've had to do this at Waze a few times when I was working at a mom and pop grocery store. I think it's time for you gentlemen to leave.
Oh yeah, bullshit.
Yeah.
No, yeah, there's no way.
I took him out, man. I was the Dalton of Wade's Supermarket. I'm telling you, I was.
Yeah, sure.
Matt and Jordan, if they listen to this, they can.
No, they won't confirm. They'll agree with me. I can already tell. Hey, what's up? What's up, JSP? Thanks for popping in. Thanks for checking out Beyond Retro Arcade last night. I like this too. I like how once people find out who he is or know who he is, that's their immediate response is they want to just challenge him.
Yeah, because they just look at him and think this guy's not. And back here you see Laser from American Gladiators off to the right.
Holy shit. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, sure is.
I'll be damned.
But you think he doesn't look like Laser. It's like this guy can't be much of a threat. And like that's how you build the mystique of a character like this. And then in the business of bars and coolers and bouncers, like word gets around about this guy. Like there's a common or a camaraderie. If you work in this business, you hear names, like Wade Garrett, Dalton. You share stories. Like it's fun to think that there's this mythology in this business of, and I'm sure like wrestlers, professional wrestlers can be a testament to that when they tell stories about fighting in bars, like Haku, like breaking the guy's teeth with his 2 fingers.
Yeah, well, it's just the same thing. Anytime they say it all the time in pro wrestling, anytime they would go somewhere, there would always be those guys like, "Hey, aren't you that guy that does that fake wrestling shit?" And then try to take him. The wrestler kicks their ass.
Yeah,
I think it's funny that Haku is unanimous between everybody. They're like, "Yeah, it's the toughest son of a bitch. I would not mess with him."
First time I ever heard that too, I'm like, "There's no." Just looking at Haku, like, why the hell would anyone want to piss off a Samoan that looked like him?
But also, why not give him the push either?
Yeah,
like you can build
matches
off of
with Hogan, but man, they really should have built him up as like a top heel for Hogan. But all this little exposition setting up the story here, like it's simple and it works so well. And
it's like, hey,
already setting up Sam Elliott's character right there.
Yeah, it's like, he's old, but he's the best.
And it shows you how humble.
But now it's what, $500 a week, and he pays all medical expenses. He's like, oh yeah, that's fair.
It's look on his face like, okay, like it's like that's a hard pill to swallow, but he'll do it.
I mean,
which makes him a likable character.
It's worth the investment. Dude's like doing his own fucking stitches,
Yeah, and not phased at all. Like he's not.
Well, and cool. we find out later too, where like he turns down the medication and gets the staples right there, like right on his ribs.
Yep, pain don't hurt. I always felt bad for this manager here because I'm like, obviously he's got this place in great shape. Now, how far is it going to go down the toilet?
I wonder how long that took though to get the bandstand in good positioning.
I'd imagine too. It probably wasn't as bad as the Double Deuce, but like with any bar, you got riff raff and trustees of modern chemistry.
This must have been bars in the '80s, man. Because any bars I go to now, they're not like that at all. It's just a bunch of college kids or like people in their late 20s still trying to cling on to those college years.
Yeah, or they're talking about, man, coach would have put me in at fourth quarter, man. We went state.
Yeah, those
Shut
guys.
up down there.
Yeah.
And we've seen this young man in plenty of good films. Well, I look like a ballet.
That's just cool as fuck. He's like, here, just take this car.
Yeah, that would be fun to do that for somebody. Someone's just hanging out and just tossing the keys to their car.
Just give some homeless guy a car. That'd be cool, man. The hat hair is strong today. I'm so glad I wore a hat when we went out this morning to do all that stuff.
Yeah, working in New York. Like, I'm not sure what part of New York this would have been, but I imagine just working any nightclub in New York would probably been quite the job. Yeah, we need some, some music like this to do some traveling too.
We don't really go anywhere.
I know, but if I had a reason to, this is what I would, when I go to Myrtle Beach again, I need to have music like this playing.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, shit, man. I'll buy you the soundtrack.
Oh, that'd be tremendous. And man, the set design, everything on here. This looks like Porky's. And
I feel like I'd be too intimidated to even want to go into a bar like this, honestly. But I don't know. With as well as I can hold my alcohol, I don't know. Maybe I could just go in there and stand toe to toe with them.
Well, I'll stand at the end of the bar there in case you need some. Don't come back, Peckerhead. I love all the additions. Like, you see a couple of them making out in the car, the bikers picking on Dalton's choice in cars.
Well, I mean, look, there's a guy dancing right there without a shirt on.
Yeah, looks like one of the head counselors from Friday the 13th Part 2. I just like Dalton's so glad to see him there. Like, just wasn't expecting that. And just all these details of all the riffraff going on in the bar, like the fight breaking up at the pool table area here, right there.
Yeah.
Just Dalton immediately seeing what's going on, and then observes the mindset of this bar within seconds. That not everybody cares about what's going on. Tells him what, he's got his work cut out for him here. Man, that's just classic sleaze. Man, even the Double Deuce has got some beautiful women in it too.
What's that big guy's name? Is it Tinker?
Yeah, Tinkley.
Tinkley.
Yeah. The guy who works for Brad Wesley.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tinkley. Yeah.
I like how this guy's like just drunk as fuck. That's probably like a real drunk guy right there.
Yeah, it's probably like someone from Craft Services just hung out the bar till on roll the cameras. Like this hot cokehead here. Yeah. I'm just gonna do snort some coke, but she's hot. The girl in the black, though, talking about people, not the girl dealing drugs.
I feel bad for them. People, oh yeah, and they're like, yeah, we'll be back, and this guy's gonna just be like, hey,
you're paid to play. Gotta drain the main vein. Yeah, Wesley's babe is pretty hot too. Beautiful body on her.
Yeah, I don't know.
It looks like the Toxic Avenger's brother right here. Murphy instead of Melvin. What a come on line.
Look at Terry Funk.
Just aching to throw someone out. You couldn't have cast a better bouncer than Terry Funk. Just throws him into regular customers. Like, get him out of here now. Man. Love that guy's mullet there.
That's funny, too. It was just like, all right, you got to be drinking. If not, I'm going to kick your ass, throw you out.
And just Dalton just like, man, I wonder from his perspective, like he's seen it all. And obviously this is supposed to be set up as like more than he can handle, but just his first notion of what he's seeing, is this the usual crap he's dealing with? Like when he shakes his head at stuff, like, what is he thinking? Is it already too much? Is it, this is going to take a lot of time?
I think she's kind of cute in a dorky way.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd go out with her, but I'd flirt with her. Back if I was working with her, I'd harmlessly flirt with her too.
I like too how all he says is just Dalton. It could have been any other Dalton, but it's like, oh no, that's this Dalton. I actually have a funny story about this too. When I was in Alaska, there was this kid that would come around, and his dad was always around too, and his dad was a bouncer, and he named his kid Dalton just because of this movie.
Now
he's
that's
like,
honor.
he's like at the one bar in Kasilov and had a son. His name's Dalton, so we got a good kick out of that. And I like this too, changing it to Buick.
Trying to find dignity any way he can in his place, which just kind of shows what kind of businessman he is. He's kind of, it's kind of been, I've been like that drunk lady back to talking to herself. Like, look at all these details you put in here. They got a popcorn display over there, an old jukebox on the counter. I mean, Every time I watch this, I always often feel like I just pick up on details I've just never noticed before.
Did you hear that one guy? Oh, you suck.
Yes.
That would have been like me, even though this music doesn't suck at all.
But Nathan would have been like a great extra to like just come in and like just slam everything about Jeff Healey in the movie. Like that'd have been Nathan throwing beer.
You know what? I've never thrown a beer bottle before.
Yet.
Still time.
He's thrown taco salads and things like that, and hamburgers against windows, but never a beer bottle.
Yeah. Well, that's the fault of the people working at these establishments that are lazy and unsanitary.
Yeah. You can thank the good people at Burger King and Wendy's for that.
Yeah. I haven't been to either of those locations since, actually. I'll go to other Burger Kings and Wendy's, but not those.
I feel like, too, like, this is a movie where everyone probably just had a blast working on it, no matter what the scene called for.
Yeah, it certainly seems that way.
Yeah, it just feels like it's a feel-good movie. And you kind of feel like everybody behind the scenes, from the fight scenes to the doing choreographing the bar fights. Like, I'm sure people get hurt during this stuff, but you kind of feel like if we were to ask any of the actors from this film that weren't some of the main cast, they'd have some of the best stories to tell you of just such enthusiasm and positivity about the making of this film.
Seriously, why is that guy not wearing a shirt?
I guess he just thinks he's sexy as hell, and hell if I know. Or Terry Funk there. Dalton, your mother's a whore.
I like how we're already establishing, like, this tale of him.
Yeah. And already, like, if people already, like...
What's his name again? The bartender, he's the nephew.
I
wanted to say Jimmy, but Jimmy's that actual other guy.
Jimmy's the right-hand man, yeah. Oh, God. I just know it's Brad Wesley's nephew. Here's Cobra Commander. He's like Ray Romano and some other goof.
That's kind of weird that's Cobra Commander.
It is. It's so awesome. He's playing this sleazy guy pimping out. I guess I don't know if he's a pimp or just a.
Here's the first. This is what Tyler looks like when he touches boobies. Like he's never touched them before.
Yeah, I do this every time, and I try to get out of pain. I wish you'd let out a big Cobra Commander laugh like during this.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Ah, shit. Look at Terry Funk kicking ass.
Yeah, this had been a field day for him. It was El Scorpio from Predator 2 getting his ass kicked by Terry Funk.
Who's he got there? It looks like
Pete Rose, maybe?
Well, I think Ozzie Smith was down there in the bottom right corner.
Guess he's
Ozzie Smith, man, good shortstop. Most famous for him going out there and doing his tumble backflip thing.
Yeah, Nathan should be proud of his baseball trivia there.
Yep.
Hey, I got my basketball. Nathan's got his baseball. Well, Nathan knows all the other sports. He knows basketball too. He knows all of them.
I just don't keep up with it anymore.
Yeah. Like this, all this. Like, I'm sure these girls had a blast doing all this stuff. Just screaming and yelling and carrying on like this. Like,
I mean, who wouldn't want to take like a movie prop beer bottle and smash someone in the head with it?
Like, I'd like to see like me and Nathan in like a ballroom brawl set like this.
I'd
like
probably be that guy right here in the flannel shirt that's about to get pelted. Yeah, that's me. Oh, good stuff. Isn't it a shithole?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much. I think I can fix it.
I almost kind of feel like at this point, Dalton's like, oh, God, I think I'd rather go back to New York. Like, he just seems so...
No, I think he's up for the challenge. Honestly.
I mean, he's up for the challenge because he's being paid. But it looks like, man, this is going to be a tough job to take on.
It's like, dude, don't be a bouncer if you're worried about your face.
Yeah.
Here comes the infamous quote that Tyler uses all the time.
Yep. Here it is. And that was probably all improv, too.
Yeah, probably.
That's definitely a Terry Funk promo.
Opinions vary.
Yeah.
Terry Funk's badass.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Not many people can say they've been like almost kicked in the head by a horse. And then he tried to fight it. Terrifying.
Man, look at all the girls with the Jeff Healey band here, dude. Good grief.
Yeah, I'm sure he pulls tons of ass.
Oh, God, yeah.
I just like how Dalton can just like go anywhere and just, yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah,
but he's making good ass money. I mean, $500 a night.
That's all
good fucking money.
Expenses paid. Plus, too, like I like how he buys it's a decent car, but he's buying junkers because he knows what's going to come in,
and that is going to be like the running gag throughout the rest of this film.
Yeah, as your fan club, they are devoted. But I like that because like he's in this business for life, and you have to adapt to that because it's part of his life. Unfortunately, like when he leaves work, he has to deal with this when he's off the clock, like changing tires, getting windshields repaired. And
stitching yourself up.
Yeah, it's a testament to. I mean, it makes for a great backstory. I don't want to see it because they would screw it up. But in terms of like how a guy becomes this kind of cooler, like to learn that kind of discipline of not getting so upset that your car's being destroyed every night, and inconvenience you being up to late hours of the night, dealing with morons, drunks, girls doing drugs or dealing drugs, and men dealing drugs, doing drugs, pimping their girls out the tables.
Yeah, I mean, he probably doesn't get home until about a good 3:30, 4 o'clock.
Yeah,
because bars close at 2 a.m. You got to clean up, and then he's got to change his tires and do all that shit. So,
and Emmett's a funny character. I like.
Yeah, I like how he's just like, oh, hey, I saw the ad. You got a place for rent. And he's like, yeah, no one doesn't want this place. No TV, no nothing.
It's a nice room.
Yeah, it is. It's cool.
Yeah,
he would give it to him for free, but he said that the church would look down on him or whatever.
Which makes me wonder, what kind of church? Probably run by Brad Wesley.
Yeah, probably.
Is demanding that this guy has to offer $100 a month, which is dirt cheap by today's standards, for a nice place like this. But it works because you just believe that Dalton's the kind of guy that, he doesn't need TV. He reads books and spends his downtime, working out, practicing his martial arts.
And this is just kind of a bad circumstance. I feel like Dalton runs into that a lot here. It's like he finds a place, but guess what? It's right across the lake or the pond from Wesley. And then it just all downhill from there.
And I feel like the fact that we're just being introduced to a prick. We're not told that this is the villain.
What a prick. What
man, he's just knowing he's doing that on purpose. Like telling his pilot, drive across the farm so I can scare the horses. Like,
yep. And then not only that, I love the part when he's driving his car and he's not even staying in the lane. We'll get to that probably in about 5 minutes.
Yep. Because as of right now, we're not told who the villain is. Obviously, this guy's going to have a part, but I like that you can get away with. There's this prick who lives right behind Emmett. He's rich, snobby. Well, we don't know what he is yet. Just some guy who enjoys tormenting a local farmer like that and breaking traffic laws.
Yeah. Now, I know that Swayze did develop a love for horses. I wonder if that was already going on here, if it kind of happened because of this film. Because I know that he has he had, I guess technically he still does. His wife still is around and has the property, but he's got a lot of horses. I remember that. Or he had a lot of, it's so weird to try to just put him in a was and everything instead of is.
I mean, to me, I just assumed to talk about him as if he was still with us. Like a lot of great actors. To stop and remember. Oh yeah, when we talk about back to school, like we got to refer to Rodney Dangerfield's dead. Like, no, you know what? Let's just keep it on a highly positive note. Just talk about the Swayze's legacy as of what, he's still kicking right now. But I imagine him because by this point he was becoming a pretty well-known actor. And then Ghost would send him way over the top.
Well, Dirty Dancing. Dirty Dancing out before this, correct?
Yeah, Dirty Dancing came out in, I think, 86 or 87.
Okay.
He had done Steel Dawn, Red Dawn, Outsiders, a few other films in there too. And then you got, this, Point Break, Ghost.
Yeah, Ghost was definitely the big, huge.
Yeah, I think his two big favorites, like tradition, I think are more like Ghost and Dirty Dancing, which I'm like, nah, it's this and Point Break for me. Like the opposite. I want macho Swayze. I don't want romantic Swayze. Not that Ghost is not a bad movie by any means, but it's just never something I ever go back to.
Right.
This is one of my favorite scenes in the movie. Is
I like it as
speech.
well. Yeah, establishing the rules, kicking. Terry Funk's getting fired,
and white boots. And he's wearing white cowboy boots.
Always barber college, man.
All right, I mean, right there, you're not going to see the end of Terry Funk.
Yeah. I'm glad that we don't.
Yeah, me too.
He's got to stick around.
You got a talent like Terry Funk. And that's what makes hiring professional wrestlers in roles like this, because they can add extra flavor because they can be really good in something small like that.
Wonder how much they got in those envelopes.
I'd say maybe $200, $300, maybe $500 max. Probably just enough to shut them up. Not that it would, but a few hundred. Like the pacing of the scene is so good. Like taking time to look at everybody. They don't know what to think.
I'm glad he gave him enough time too.
Yeah, because it's important to play out the scene because it sets the tone for the rest of the film of what Dalton does. And I feel like if you were to cut this scene any shorter, like you would have taken away the importance of it and its impact on the rest of the film. Like when, some of them are asking questions. Some of them aren't even paying attention because they don't care. Like, the nephew's just there to play the straw and the concern on him.
Yeah, well, he genuinely wants to do a good job.
Yeah, and nervous. And it's good to see that Dalton's working with some good people here. You got a couple of bad seeds. And how he commands the scene. Like, I'm sure as the actors sitting here would just be completely fixated on this is really happening.
Be nice. That's got to be the toughest one.
Yeah. That's what makes it so good, is that all this is so simple. Today, if it was written, they'd try to throw in a bunch of like zingers and a bunch of witty retorts and things.
Well, we almost got it with that remake they were planning with Ronda Rousey, which quietly got canceled a couple years back. Yeah, a matter of time though. I figured this will get remade, but it just doesn't make sense because to me,
and they always bomb too. It's like, when are you going to learn? You can't remake classic films like this and think you're going to make a good, a good return.
Is she?
Oh man, probably by far the funniest line of the movie was that. What's that little exchange?
I'll let you know.
Yeah, that's great. Just takes this business so serious, but keeps it very simple. Take out the trash. Take it off with some Jeff Healey here.
Yep, yeah, you get some more rockin' tunes.
Yeah, like we like for your birthday, like you're sitting around the campfire. We gotta have some Jeff Healey playing around the campfire.
All right,
yeah, be awesome.
We'll do that. Oh, it's all right. Yeah, he's gonna go bang
these
one
two
of them
80s hotties here.
Yeah, one of my favorite parts coming up. God. He looks familiar too.
He does have a familiar look, but I can't say I can say I've seen him.
I feel like I've seen him with like way shorter hair or no hair at all, because he's got a distinctive like brow and nose.
Yeah. Of course, too, like you see this beautiful one with all these like just dorks. I mean, of course, that's what you want to see. You want to see a guy that looks as sleazy and just like kind of looks like Kyle MacLachlan.
It's just fucked up too. How he's like, "Hey, just get her off the table," and then he punches him, and then pulls a knife out.
Pulls a knife on him. Like, all right, now it's time to not be nice. That's when you.
Boom. Dalton fucking destroys him.
Yeah. Now that's a fatality here. Yeah.
Yeah, when he grabs, like, did you see that shit?
Just the editing of like snapping the wrist there and slamming his head into the table.
Yeah, it's just like the quick cuts.
God, it's so
cool. That's when you need to do quick cuts.
Yeah, that's classic editing. That's how you do it. I mean, that gets across the point. Man, she's hot. All these 80s babes drive me crazy here.
Yeah, it looks like your investment's paying off so far.
Yeah, it is.
I like how it zooms in on her face right here. Like, oh yeah. Let me eat that dick, I guess. Here we go.
And she's got a wet floor sign around her right now.
I've been thinking about you.
But I'm on my break.
Stay on it.
Shit.
I like how in the one cut though before that, like he had his underwear pulled up, and then when it showed that, like his underwear was back down again. I guess his boner just pulled him down. Who knows?
Now we got to get the tidy whities right here, people.
Figure he's costing you $150 a night.
An interesting note about this is that when Dalton saw it, he saw it while business was going on, and he waits till the night's over with to address it.
Oh, well, that's the professional.
That's professional, yeah.
Yeah.
And
I'm saying it
his face here, like he's scared already.
Yeah,
I'm sure when you see it, it's like, why would he be nervous about this?
Well, because I mean, like
foreshadowing.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but I feel like he was going to be kind of nervous about it anyway. But yeah, that is a good foreshadowing because you don't know who that bartender is yet in the film.
And it's just something that it's a nice touch though. So when you go back and rewatch this, it's setting up that he realized this is the beginning of just nonstop trouble.
And that right there is a good quote about anytime things are just kind of bad sometimes. It'll get worse before it gets better.
Yeah. And he's right.
So with this shot, it's just, all right, it's just through the windshield and the tires. Next time, we get a stop sign.
Yeah.
No, that really took some effort just to fucking pull that out of the ground.
Now, I'm just wondering if Brad's nephew is the only one that did this.
I would say no.
Nah, there's probably a couple of other people that got pissed off. That's probably like a typical Monday night at Brad Wesley's house.
Yeah, which not necessarily a bad thing.
No, I'd work for Brad Wesley if this was part of the perks.
We're gonna get another topless chick going in the pool here in like 2 seconds. There we go.
I'm like 2 seconds behind you here. There's another one. Whew, man.
That
this
guy.
goofball, what you've seen in a bunch of movies like Last Man Standing, Ace Ventura. Man, a villain who wears a pink robe, man, this guy's just begging to get his ass kicked.
Yeah, I think even Swayze was kind of thinking that, like, pink robe?
Yep. He's obviously getting kind of frustrated there. He's like, man, geez.
Now we get a little something for the ladies.
Yeah, I remember my brother told me like there was some spoof show on the show. They kept replaying like Swayze getting out of bed, showing his ass for like a gag over and over again. He thought it was hysterical.
I think I remember. I remember that too, but I can't remember exactly what it's from.
Yeah, but I remember like he showed it.
Some breakfast starting. It's like some greasy ass fucking biscuit that he doesn't even eat. He just takes the coffee.
Looks at it. Oh,
yeah. Oh, there we go. Swayze ass.
Yes. Yeah, I think she had an orgasm there.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, another one now.
I figure most women would.
Swayze does make smoking look cool.
Yeah, but
he makes everything look cool.
Yeah. Not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just like a cool little setup that he's got going on.
It really is. It's a nice set. Nice. I'm sure it would get very hot in the summertime, though.
Oh, yeah, of course. Definitely.
Jeez. I'd have trouble sleeping there, but boy.
All right, here we go. Yeah, it just looks at it and sees like
it's like
how it's just sticking to the wrapper. It's like, nah, give me the coffee.
Yeah, look on this face. Ugh, I can relate.
Ah, here we go. God.
Yeah.
All right, so helicopter scaring the horses, the pink robe, and the disruptive pool party late at night. Because that had to be like 3 o'clock in the morning. And now this fucking prick is just driving on 2-lane roads and just swerving between all of them. Not even a care in the world. Just singing his song. I don't even think his eyes are open half the time.
And I'd love to know if this jerk off actually hit somebody. He'd probably win the court
it wouldn't
case.
surprise me. Yeah,
and he would win the court case.
Well, because he's got the sheriff in his pocket.
Yep. But to think that this guy, and he's probably done. This is probably a daily routine for him, where he probably runs all over this road because he
can.
But he can. It's a nice touch, though. The scene serves nothing to serve the purpose except reminding you, this guy is
he's
the
a prick.
Of the film.
He's in control of the town.
Yep. Guy that runs the tanning bed that I go to looks like Red Webster.
Does he look tan at all, though? Does he? Does it?
No, not really.
That's kind of weird to have.
Well, him and his wife don't tan. They just, they just.
I mean, it makes sense,
business.
man.
Yeah.
Cancer boxes, dude.
Yeah.
But you got to maintain your look.
Yeah. Well, I only go like twice a week, as opposed to how much I used to go. So.
Yeah, I used to go like every day.
Almost, yeah. Yeah.
So difficult to like try to plan out anything to do with you. It's like, well, I got to go to the gym and I got to tan. That's about 8 hours of my day.
Yeah. I got to make sure I got to go by the mall and get my blueberry steroids. And
Yep. Explode, which is what it sounded like anytime you had to take a shit after using that stuff.
Yeah, the elephant farts.
Yep. It smelled awful, too.
Yeah,
anyway.
I messed up. Nathan's told a few times, like, flush, you bastard. Yeah, it's another fun moment of just kind of setting up this.
Establishing. Well, you're also establishing the character as well. It's like, oh, why'd you hang behind everything? Yeah, there's Jimmy, which he looks like somebody too.
I've only seen him in this though.
He kind of looks like shit. What's his name? Timothy Oliphant or whatever, like the villain from Live Free or Die Hard.
Yeah, and Scream 2.
Yeah, he kind of looks like him a little bit.
Just a tad.
I like this look right here.
Yeah, this is another like small moment setting up these guys are going to meet. That's the people who shit on this film. They clearly don't get what this film is doing here.
Well, I think that was just kind of when it was released. People were shitting on. I don't think many people shit on this movie now.
No, because they know better. Otherwise, you give them a stern talking to.
Where are you from? This don't make no sense. There's Swayze out there finding his chi.
Yep. So I remember when I saw the trailer for To Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar, they showed clips of this and Passenger 57. It led me to believe it was cops dressed in drag to solve crimes. Little did I know when I rented that film, oh my God.
Yeah, it was good for them to step out of the box, though, even if it was just like weird and wasn't a good movie.
Yeah.
I like it at least when they kind of go out of their comfort zone.
Yeah.
Now we get Wesley just spying on them. This is going to happen quite a bit.
Yeah. Like, because I'm sure, like, he's heard the story, like, this guy is the one who threw my nephew out. Well, no big deal. I'll take care of him.
Also, why the fuck is he wearing, like, thick gloves and a vest? I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense.
He's probably afraid to have callus on his hands from holding on.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Because he's a pompous prick.
Yeah. Got a few more guys popping in and checks out live. Hey, thanks for joining us on this live Roadhouse commentary.
Absolutely, guys.
Was going to be a discussion, but we're like, fuck it. Let's just watch the movie together. Yeah. Plus, it's kind of, I enjoy this a little bit more because it gives us an opportunity to both just react to it.
Yeah. It really fleshes out our thoughts on it. You know?
Yeah.
You can't miss anything because we're watching it.
Yeah, exactly.
I love this jerk off that's with him. Hey, sit down, shithead. But
Yeah.
the liquor he serves is supplied to him by Brad Wesley. Pat McGurn. Pat McGurn is under the employment. Yeah, I love that deep voice he's got.
I like that. Just a shut up, shithead. Just the nonchalantness to it. Like, yeah, he's a goober.
Yeah, all of them are. They all have that look like they have it coming.
Well, I like how Pat, he's just got like that space in between on his mustache, which is kind of what happens to me when this starts to grow out. It just looks shitty like that.
He kind of looks like the adult Randall Bishop, whereas Danny looked like the young Randall Bishop. Oh, really?
This is the other thing that I love from this film. You get some character building, and then it's like a good 10 minutes goes by, and then we get another fight.
Yeah, and a good fight at that. Like the sound editing and mixing of the punches.
I think his nose was already bleeding before he punched him.
Yeah, that's just due to like setting up the shot. Yeah, which I've caught that for years. And then some jerk offs can be like, "Hey man, there's like a lot of flaws in Roadhouse. Here's my 10-minute video pointing it out."
Nah, I mean there's probably people like that, but yeah.
Oh yeah, and then I just say, they have a sandy vagina.
I feel like you just got three things: a sandy vagina, go to hell, and kiss my ass.
Well, I got to keep it simple, because if they're worthy of getting one of those, it just lets them know you crossed the line. I love the punching. I mean, it's the punch sounds are just as good as like the ones in Indiana Jones.
Yeah, hit him in the dick.
And there's Pat, and he's already wore out. This beautiful blonde hair by the door past Swayze here. Look how tall she is. Good God Almighty.
Well, she'd obviously be a little bit shorter without the heels.
I know, but still, she got some legs that go all the way up. Quote Kevin Bacon.
Thoughts on the doc?
Oh man, there's not enough. Not enough. Good grief.
I will say I'm not a fan of her picnic tablecloth dress that she wears
that
later
woman
on.
Can make a hefty bag formed into a dress look sexy. Like yes, it's a picnic tablecloth, but Kelly Lynch makes it
it's just like who made that decision? It just
and I'm sure looking back at she's like, why am I wearing a picnic tablecloth for my dress here? But she wears it well. Plus,
Dalton going around with his medical records because he's like, it's just easier.
Yeah, he's got the answer for everything.
Well, I mean, he is. He does.
He has a philosophy.
Yeah, degree in philosophy.
Man's search for faith. That sort of shit.
Yeah. just super smooth and cool. Yeah. You can just see it in his face. Like women just like melt if he just looks at him and smiles. Man, but here we go. Not taking the pain shot or anything. Getting some staples and a little bit of a twitch, but he's all right.
Yep. As I'm sure he's probably taken a lot more worse. As you saw in his chart, he's got scars all over his body from various knife wounds. Yeah. Natural causes.
Yeah, this one's a Little Rock.
Yeah.
There we
This
go.
was Motley Crue Tour, 1984.
Yep.
It's like Kelly Lynch, like in Cocktail. Good. She's like walking around in like a one-piece bathing suit that just has like a G-string goes straight up her ass. Good God, man. She's just practically wearing nothing in one scene, too. Of course, she's wearing nothing in one scene.
Yeah, we get a couple instances where there's a lot of nothing.
Oh, man. Kind of wonder, too, like as beautiful as and she does a good job. Kind of wonder why Kelly just never,
I mean, that happened to quite a few of them.
Yeah.
They had prominent roles in the 80s and then just sort of tapered off.
Yeah.
Maybe they just held out too long, and instead of going for TV roles, they're like, no, I want to do movies, and then nothing came to pass, and then too much time passed, and no one wanted. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah. Maybe she'll show up at RaleighCon, and, I can ask her to, check me out for scars and stuff. I can ask her if she wants to go to a bar to get a cup of coffee sometime.
Hey, that might work.
It might work.
Don't get your hopes up.
Yeah. And she's like, when I tell her all the stuff I know about the film, with your knowledge, I kind of figured it'd be dorkier. I've never heard that before.
This is the other funny thing. It's like a monster truck. Sure, all right.
Which makes sense. That these,
it does.
There's a bunch of spoiled pricks. Yeah. And here comes Blade, Anthony DeLong, just getting out of the...
Yeah, he's the driver of the monster truck. Did you ask him about his time on Roadhouse when you?
We touched on it briefly, but we didn't spend. We talked to him more about. I had every intention to ask him more about his time on Roadhouse. I really did.
Well, hopefully you can get him back.
Yeah. Well, he was so nice to us, and he enjoyed talking to us. I'd love to have him back to actually just talk about his other roles. Because I had other questions to ask him about He-Man too, but.
Who wants to apologize for this?
Yeah. And Blade has got one set of hair.
Yeah.
Ben Gazzara. I think I've only seen him in maybe one other film. But I always just think Ben Gazzara, I always think Roadhouse. I know he's an actor and been in various things, but he's always going to be Brad Wesley.
Really, boss? I'm sorry.
O'Connor?
Even that, it just doesn't sound genuine.
Yeah. I like how Jimmy and Anthony they're just holding back laughing at this because they know what's coming.
You bleed too much, you're weak.
Yeah. Now,
to be fair, I feel like anyone that gets kneed in the nuts is gonna...
By a man? Yeah. So it pissed me off about Karate Kid Part 2 when Daniel hits Chosen in the balls. Man, that damage is strictly reserved for women to keep from getting raped. I've always felt that's probably why we were created that way. So that way, men who want to abuse that privilege, a woman can just easily take them down like that.
I suppose that kind of veered off in a different direction I thought it would. But anyway,
but we're not going too far off topic here. We're staying right back here with the movie here.
I have been mule kicked in the balls before when I was trying to throw Erica into the pool.
And you probably had it coming.
Yeah, I did. That shit hurts, man. I'm gassy the rest of the day. No, I laid there for a while. It hurt. Felt like they got knocked up into my stomach,
Yeah. It makes you want to throw up.
Yeah.
Swayze, it looks like he's wearing part of a karate gi here.
Yeah.
And just to come and to know that this happens every week, on top of the 10% that they take. Even from a villain standpoint, if they're paying you all the things you can get away with in this town, you decide to go and just tear up, an auto repair store just for the hell of it. But just shows you that clearly there's not much to do in Jasper in terms of if you're the bad guys, all they do is go around tormenting the locals.
To be fair, the town does look quite desolate.
It is. And yes, I can imagine. But hey, J.C. Penney's coming there because of Brad Wesley. So it's up and coming.
Yeah, man, he built a mall.
Yeah. The 7-Eleven, the foam laundromat.
I kind of wonder how that's working out for him. How it would work out for him now, because J.C. Penney's not kind of just clinging to life. But here we go.
Oh man, this is my favorite. This here he is, the Sam.
Yeah, dude, look at him.
That guy's got he look up machismo in the dictionary. Just a picture of Sam Elliott. No explanation, no definition. Man,
take it easy, Rambo.
Whew. Yeah, he's getting some of that tonight.
Yeah.
Good grief, man. I'm in the wrong business. I need to work in a strip club.
Dude, be a fucking bouncer.
I love to work in one in Myrtle Beach. That'd be awesome.
You're big enough to do it. You just got to learn how to fight.
I would take time off to learn the ways of the Swayze before and then sign up for as a job as a cooler at the Dollhouse.
That must have been that laundromat that Brad Wesley brought to town.
Yep. What's going on, meat hole?
Did you ever have to go to laundromats?
My
Much
dad
as
did,
a
like,
kid?
yeah, some, because when my parents got divorced and my dad got a place of his own, he didn't have a laundromat, so we'd have to go with him to one in Blacksburg or
Yeah.
just whatever. Didn't have to sit and wait for laundry to be
Yeah,
done.
laundromats are boring. But the
Yeah.
ones I used to go to had arcade machines. Like
sometimes they would have an arcade, and of course we'd only get like 2 quarters a piece. And then,
Well,
all right, how do we
yeah.
kill the rest of 45 minutes?
Right. I remember the one time there was a Cubert machine in the RoboCop machine.
Man.
Yeah, it was cool.
I haven't RoboCop. I remember Pizza had RoboCop at one point. Yeah, like I almost feel like this could have been like a trilogy of films if they hadn't killed off Sam Elliott.
Hey,
Yeah,
man,
this
spoiler shit. 30-year-old movie. Spoilers.
Well, you know what? I'm not issuing a public apology if someone's just now realizing that Wade Garrett gets killed in this movie.
Yeah, she's actually done music too. So this was probably actually her singing, I would think.
Well, it sounds like actually it was her singing, not Milli Vanilli.
All right, so this is when we get established that she is with Wesley.
Yeah. Which just kind of makes me feel like this girl probably does enjoy flaunting herself very much, knowing that she's in a prime position, but she sees somebody that she really wants, which probably doesn't happen. And there's Keith David in the background.
Yep.
Say goodnight, Denise.
Yeah, fucking Jimmy.
Yeah.
Cock blocker. Not like Swayze wants anything to do with that anyway, but
yeah, no, he's not interested. He's already eyeballing Kelly Lynch.
And as we'll see, she's gonna pay for what just transpired.
Oh, God, boy, does she. Jeez. Here's Blade. And this guy with the mustache is kind of the hefty muscle. I've seen him in a bunch of movies, too.
He kind of looks like a fat Mr. Belding with a mustache.
Yeah, Gary Belding.
Yeah. The other brother that was never mentioned. He's not the cool one with the long hair.
He's not the
for the whitewater rafting trip.
Yeah. Who left him for a stewardess.
Yeah.
The prick.
Hey, I mean, piece of ass taking high school kids on a field trip.
Well, you know what? He's not actually their teacher. He's just filling in. So, you know what?
Yeah.
Have fun with Inga. I would too. Man, Anthony's just got smug written all over him here. He's so good at playing a villain.
Oh, yeah. Too stupid to have a good time. Take it outside.
Yeah. And it just takes the boot off first thing. Then I'm going to kick your ass.
And they even have the sound effect, too, of the boot like hitting kind of like that shitty overhead.
Yeah.
Like that 10 overhead. Yeah, here we go with the picnic tablecloth dress.
So hot,
that doesn't work.
It works for me, man. Well, hey, just I can put it on our table and we can take it off and use that as the cover up.
Ugh.
I got it all worked out. We make everything work. Give me a night with Kelly Lynch. I don't care what. I'll improvise the whole evening.
Yeah.
You know, we got the tablecloth, and I'm ready to eat.
All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us on this commentary. Sorry you're not going to get the rest of it, but I have to go throw up now.
Oh, man. You tell me a woman looks like that shows up when you get off work. You're going to say, sorry, babe.
I don't know. She's like missing something. Like she needs like a bow in her hair. Or like bring the glasses back. I don't know. With that outfit.
Oh. I'll take her out to
Bonnie's Grill.
Home cooking. With like the cook in the back. Let's say he like combs his hair back with Crisco. Let's see here in a moment.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah. I charge the bum rent.
I mean, it's kind of cool for a diner to have beer.
Yeah.
Don't really get that too often.
I always have an affinity for like these little mom and pop diners, you know, like or just the diner setting.
Experience.
Yeah,
like
sounds of the dishes clanging around in the background, dishes being set on tables. You know, I just like the sound effects, the food, even though it's greasy spoon. But
all right, man, that's it. We just Waffle House trip. Let's go.
Let's do it, man. They got the best waffles I've ever had in my life. I want to take Kelly Lynchas to Waffle House.
I don't know, man. Something
on a first date.
Waffle houses are kind of hit and miss, especially around here.
Yeah, I mean they have screwed up the waffles, but if they get them just right, there's nobody.
Yeah, I mean if you get some people in there that aren't like on drugs or whatever, turns out all right. Turns out all right. Depends on what time you go to. If you go at like 2 a.m, oh man, you're probably not gonna have a good time. Service will be like it won't be crowded, but God, bunch of weirdos. There's a stop sign.
Yeah, which I'm surprised they didn't do more to it, considering there was 4 of them.
Yeah, you would think that they would get enough people to like tip it over or something too.
Or they were driving the monster truck. Kind of surprised.
Yeah, just run over it.
But that's saved for later on in the film. We don't want to have too many monster truck run-overs. Man, she got a beautiful tan on her.
She just looks like too, like her hair's just, she never wears it that way. They did it specifically, like poofed it out more just because.
She but can wear it any way she wants.
I mean, that was smooth. He just unbuckles and then like goes in for the kiss.
Yeah.
But I still don't understand this part of it. It's like, well, see you later. And then she leaves and he's just there to chill. How far away is his place from the Double Deuce? Well, it can't be too long because he does make that trek towards the end of the film.
Well, with him being Dalton, he wouldn't have her just hang around to help with the car or like give him company. Like he strikes me as the guy's like, I mean, he's been doing this, for years too. So, I mean, other than the cracked windshield he's just got to deal with, he's just so used to doing it all. He's probably got it down to a pattern to where.
I mean, obviously he knows. Look at him. He knows that they're coming.
And they're more scared of him too.
Yeah, well, when he hops off of the hood and they kind of like jump back.
Or even when he sits up, they kind of stand back a tad. It's like, this guy just kicked your all's ass and you guys are going to come over here and, like, look at that. They were already tensed up.
Shut that shit off.
Yes.
This is a good jam too.
Yeah, catchy 80s tune. And Brad does have a nice house, but
yeah,
man, I tell you, this
yeah. And as we see, she definitely paid the price for it.
That poor girl.
Yeah, got the shit kicked out of her. I kind of wonder if Brad did that or if Jimmy did it.
I imagine Brad probably did that.
Yeah,
he's the kind of guy that if he's going to do it to O'Connor, he's definitely going to smack her around, which just means this guy's really got it coming.
A Bloody Mary, that's the only way my mom will... Wait, no, it's a red eye. My bad. I don't know my mixed drinks. I was going to say the only way my mom will drink beer is if she has tomato juice in it. And I'm just like, how can you do that? It just tastes like shit.
Looks like an important man.
Yeah. He was a prick. Just like me.
Yeah. You see Amy have that conversation. This picture of you at her desk, like, it's my boyfriend. Looks like a really nice guy. He's an asshole.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Then she falls asleep.
Yeah, it falls. Yeah. I'm sorry. What were you going to say before I threw?
Oh no, I was just going to say, like, this is a really good scene to establish, like, where he mentions what he's done for the town and how much he means to the town. But then, like, Dalton's there to just try to make sense of all of it.
Yeah. And getting a little bit of a backstory on Dalton here, like the story, like, heard you killed a man down there in Memphis.
Said it was self-defense.
Yeah. Just like prodding him. Like, I mean, this guy's like the $1 million man. This guy's convinced that
he is an excellent heel.
Yeah, he is.
He's an amazing bad guy in this.
Yeah. I mean, he's not physically threatening, but he has that charisma of like, I can do whatever I want. I don't care if it's cheating. I will win. And just trying to get Dalton stirred up here. Like thinking like you've killed someone, so clearly you're not above what my men do. But we both know. I mean, just like playing that up. It's like the devil. And I've always been curious, when he offers Dalton, how much would it take for you to come work with me? How much money would Brad Wesley be willing to pay him? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
Like if he's getting $500 a week, could he get a couple thousand a week?
Yeah, but I don't think Dalton.
Oh, he wouldn't do it. No.
Well, no, I know
he
wouldn't.
Like, but what would the max deal of someone that's not Dalton that Brad Wesley looks at like, I need this guy working for me? What is the max he'd be willing to pay? I just always find that to be curious. Like, what would it take for you to come work for me? I was just always curious about what would be the max price for a Brad Wesley.
And here we go. The Double Deuce is finally completely renovated. And I'm like, damn, that was fast.
Yeah, it was. I'd like to think this probably happened over the span of a couple of months, though.
Yeah. Or at least like a month.
Yeah, I mean, because Frank Tillman's already done like the blueprints for his new setup. You know, he's already got the architect working on it, getting the place under control, which allows construction crew to come in and clean the place up. So,
yeah, look at that. Jeff Healy and his band don't have to sit behind a fence anymore.
They're all dressed up, too. They're all wearing snazzy clothing. Swayze's got it under control. No fights breaking out. Everyone's having a good time.
They could have synced that up a little bit better with the shot they used of the band playing the music. There he is.
Yeah.
Speak a little bit.
Ernie the bartender. It's like, I mean, Keith David could have been the role of Sam Elliott, too. Like, he could have been Wade Garrett. Oh, man, how badass would that have been?
Two excellent voices.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of feel like those guys have made more money doing their voice work for commercials than they ever did in any of the movies that they've done.
Yeah. Say now, as a throwback to the ridiculous idea of remaking this, Keith David would have to play Wade Garrett. You're going to do a remake. You need Keith David to come in and play.
And had Swayze, if Swayze were still alive today, I would
have
recommend
Wade Garrett.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'll play the young Dalton.
All right, so established the running out of liquor. And who's the provider of the liquor? Wesley.
Does this outfit work a little bit better for you?
Yes, she doesn't look like
she looks like an angel.
Yes.
An angel that's really horny. I like how they say this. Dig a grave.
Dig a hole. There you go.
Like they know what's coming.
Yeah.
Like they think it's funny to think that Brad's going to be this pissed off about it. Like, those are typical school bullies, man. They just love what they do.
And as we're going to find out here in a second, like she was involved with Brad Wesley. It's all interconnected. It's just Dalton's got bad luck.
Yeah. But
or the best luck.
I'd say best luck because he knows how to take care of it all in the end. But and some people would say, "Oh, this is a little hand-fisted, making everything just so convenient." Like, you know what? And that's when I would just have to smack the hell out of you.
Well, it's a small town.
Yes. Why wouldn't it be connected?
And Jeff Healy even says that when he brings this up after the fact.
Yeah,
it's a small town.
Like she just really,
I know where we are. Fuck.
Yeah.
She should have told him here. You know, she really should have told him right here.
She probably wouldn't have gotten any from the Swayze though if she told him. By the way, the guy you've been pissing off, I was dating him for a while, and he's across the water.
Now we got some rock music. Now he's gonna switch it. We're gonna get some Otis Redding going on.
Yeah.
Otis Redding, good music.
Yeah. You want a dirty dance?
Yeah, pretty much.
And she's already, like, her nipples are hard, man. She's excited.
I just feel like the sex scenes would, if I was an actor, sex scenes would be, pretty awkward.
I asked David Naughton about that, the actor from American Werewolf in London, because that's one thing I'm always fascinated by everything. And if you're doing a sex scene, you've got the director, the boom mic, cinematographer, the cast and crew, all watch. Well, sometimes it's a closed set for sex scenes, of course, but you do have at least a few other individuals watching this scene, and you're trying to sell orgasms, passion, kissing, sexual intercourse, and trying to make it look believable. Like, it's got to be. I mean, as exciting as the idea, like you're going to be rolling around naked with someone you're attracted to, it can't be that much fun though. And David Naughton said it's like the biggest thing is you got to make sure the actress you're working with is very comfortable, because if you don't make her comfortable, it just makes everything just go shot to hell. So I'm always fascinated by that stuff. Like, I know on Basic Instinct, I think it was a close set with like just Paul Verhoeven and John DeBont, the cinematographer on the film, when they shoot the sex scenes. But I'm always fascinated by that kind of stuff, man.
Yeah, he's already kind of like pulled her top down.
Yeah, he's an operator. She's ready to go.
Yeah. And I like how you can see, like, he definitely kind of got some scratching in there, because you could see her skin turning a different like color as his nails are going up.
Yeah.
Like, he's into it.
Yeah. Good grief, what a beautiful ass. Golden brown.
God.
I know.
I think this is a first for the show.
Nathan,
we're watching a sex scene in a film, and we're just like talking about it.
Yep, I should put on my dirty raincoat for this scene. That can't be too comfortable being rubbed up against, a rock wall like that.
And that's the thing too. They're not even like full on banging yet.
Well, no, I would take it as that he's up in her there.
No, I don't think his pants are all the way down and everything yet.
Well, she unbuttoned him there.
I don't know. Yeah,
it's hard to do it that way, but it can be done.
I know that. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I whatever. Anyway,
people are going to the great debate of penetration in Roadhouse. That's what people are going to pull away from this commentary.
And Swayze's got a huge cock. Dalton's got a huge cock.
Yes. Oh man, here we are.
I thought it'd be bigger.
Yeah. Oh, good God Almighty, man. Head to toe, man. That woman is.
I have to do that for you. I knew it'd make you crack up. I bet that rope's got to be kind of cold too. Just sitting bare-assed on. Well, it's summertime, so it can't be that bad.
That was like a queef or an actual fart? Like,
that was a fart. I guess it could be either. Use your imagination.
Probably gave it to her good, and all that air comes coming up.
Cheeks flapping in the wind, man.
Oh man. It's like Alien versus Predator all over again. People have no idea what we're talking about when we reference that, but we're not doing the special on that one, so you can scrap that idea.
All right, coming tomorrow. Beyond Retro presents Alien versus Predator commentary.
I haven't seen that movie since we saw it in theaters that one time.
Yeah,
I intend to keep it that way.
Yeah, no intentions. Well, I guess now it's time for round two.
Yeah.
I didn't know Swayze was an Audi.
She probably didn't either.
All right, so here we go. She's going to lose that, and everything's just hanging out again. And, of course, there's Brad Wesley in his rocking chair.
Yeah.
Staring him down. So I remember that.
He's probably bigger than me. I know it. Good God, yeah. Well, who can blame for being pissed off when you're watching Kelly Lynch mount him like that? Surprised like what Emmett's asking. You have a lady friend up there? She good?
You got a woman up there with you? I heard something howling last night.
Yeah. What was that? Let's just say, Emmett, we weren't riding your horses. But she sure was bucking a lot.
Oh, wow.
I've often wondered, like, you see how cleaned up the Double Deuce is right now. Like, is it more harder to make a set look pristine and clean, or to dirty it up and make it look like a complete, train wreck of a place?
Oh, definitely I'll say it's harder to dirty it up because you actually have to bring in the materials and toss shit around and everything.
Yeah. Make it look authentic and not lazy.
Yeah. Brad Wesley.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. It's like, oh, shit, I didn't know. I'm smarter than this.
Give me a cigarette. Someone give me a cigarette. I know that 80stees.com was like sold like Double Deuce, like the polos and stuff like that too. I always thought that'd be kind of cool to have.
Yeah, that'd be badass.
Yeah.
Now on to one of my favorite parts of the film.
Hell yeah, here we are, just waiting for the inevitable. Like, that's a film itself. Like, Sam Elliott playing a biker named Wade Garrett. That's an action film. The Double Douche. At least that's how it sounds like he says it.
Yeah. Double douche.
Yeah. I'm always like, why does he say double douche? Oh, boy, here they come again.
Yeah, old Terry Funk, he's back.
He's back with Biggins. Put him back. This bar's closed for business.
Even Jim's like, yeah, all right, I know what's going on.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, whatever.
That poor dude, he's had his ass kicked so much in this movie.
Yeah, O'Connor and Tinkler, they just cannot. And O'Connor's wearing the Band-Aids from the previous ass kicking he got. It's like you don't know when to quit, do you?
I like how he's still trying to break all the shit while like Dalton's kicking the rest of their asses.
And then he kicks his ass. 3 headbutts to the head like that, and Terry Funk has to go cheat. Classic heel move. I know you. There's Everett.
Yeah, give me a beer. I'll be right back.
Yeah. I love he's not phased at all by when he comes out and sees Dalton mixed up in.
How's it going? Not to mention Sam Elliott and Terry Funk are probably roughly the same age here.
Yeah.
Call him dad.
Sure, let me show you my dick. Oh, man, that does look awful, dude. A side kick in the kneecap.
I mean, that's the cool thing where he's like, yeah, it hurts, doesn't it? He's
Yeah.
just like pulling his hair back. Fucking badass.
Yeah. I like Sam Elliott's taking his like classic just brawling ass kicking.
Falls in the dumpster.
Connor, you suck.
Yeah. Here's a beefcake of this movie.
He is the beefcake. I like how Funk gets this last hit and you get that big wad of spit come flying out of his mouth. He's selling it. Boom.
Oh, he knows how to take a bump, too.
He does, man. That's why you need to have more professional wrestlers in movies like this. Put them in roles like that. They can sell for you.
That's right. John Cena in more movies.
Yeah, as a heel.
Let's do it.
It's all about selling T-shirts. Yeah, we need a couple. You and me need a couple of Double Deuce polos, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Where the fuck are we going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I got someone you got to meet. Oh, shit. It's a girl, ain't it?
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
So bad. Like Sam Elliott's ready to like take her in the back seat immediately. Nothing. Good grief. These three had a blast together doing these scenes. And I'm sure for her, being on this set, I'm sure flirting with Sam Elliott, flirting with Patrick Swayze, doing all this stuff. I mean, she probably had time of her life like being the center of attention.
I might actually watch that Bradley
Courthouse
Cooper. No, I might watch that Bradley Cooper remake of Star is Born because Sam Elliott plays his brother, and I think
really?
it's yeah.
Yeah, my mom saw it and she loved it.
Oh, look at that scar!
Look at his pubes.
Yeah, his pubes have fists.
Yes.
Kick you. They're gonna kick your ass. We have Motorhead. That's another little inside weird thing. Yeah, that's when Motorhead.
WrestleMania 17.
Yeah, that's when Motorhead did Triple H's theme live. At WrestleMania 17. Lemmy couldn't remember the words, and there was like feedback on the guitar, so it was like just not a good performance.
Nathan would play that version of that song for me, and we just laugh hysterically.
I wouldn't mind having that Colt 45 sign, honestly.
That would be cool, yeah. And there's one at the Double Deuce too. I mean, Billy Dean needs to be in a movie like this too, man. Colt 45 commercials.
Yeah, but he doesn't look back on those fondly, does he? I don't think he does.
I have no idea. I just feel like, like regardless of what he likes and dislikes, he is walking, talking charisma. Like a movie with these two, Keith David and Billy Dean.
Dalton's looking kind of how you were last Sunday, man.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, that was me on the podcast. I think he's smiling more than I was, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, just trying whatever.
I wonder how many beers he's had. I wonder how many beers it would take to get him drunk.
I imagine he probably doesn't drink a whole lot, though. Like, Sam's probably got more of a tolerance for drinking. But yeah, I'm sure he's probably just tired like I would be. Like, just don't have the stamina to stay up real late.
See, I think this was her hottest look. Yeah. This is the best look for me. See, that's what her dress looked like, except it was red. Look there on the table. Looks just like that. Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible choice.
You can make use
Costume
of that
designer should have been fired for that. Still living in the past. You gotta let go of that shit.
Yeah, I hear that from Nathan a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nathan is the Wade Garrett to my Dalton.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much. You want to see me talking to Tyler, giving him advice when he's kind of like sad and dumpy. You just watch this scene.
Yeah. And then, we both taught each other as much. I taught him as much as he taught me. That's exactly. I don't want to hear it. He's not going to give me any credit here. Like I'm giving him Sam Elliott credit. He's like still not going to give me credit for anything.
I wish I had Sam Elliott's voice, man. Jeez,
he makes everything sound cool.
I know.
Yeah, we in fact me and Nathan talked not too long ago about a guy sticking a gun in my face because I was messing around with a married woman.
No. But I mean, if I were in his shoes and that happened and I had a gun in my face, like, yeah, it's kill or be killed. There's no.
Yeah. But you're human. You don't want to kill anybody. I wouldn't want to kill anybody.
Well, I mean, yeah, and that shit will stick with you forever. It's the same thing that happened. Scott Hall, he had a gun pulled on him, and the guy died, and that's kind of the main catalyst for why he had all the troubles with alcohol and drugs that he did.
Yeah.
Like that shit just weighed heavy on him and stuck with him. So
I mean, it's why people who served time in war come back, killing people, lost friends in front of them. Yeah, you don't forget that kind of stuff. So yeah, it makes sense why something like this would haunt someone who makes a career out of just getting rid of trouble and not actually having to take lives to do it. I like this music.
Yeah, I mean, it's a cover.
Yep.
I think a good portion of these songs
they're all cover songs, but he does a good job with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sam's already got that girl pregnant by looking at her.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, you did a good job."
Yeah. Like she's already pregnant. She doesn't even know it. That's why they're laughing. I wonder how many illegitimate kids Sam Elliott, like Wade Garrett, has in this film.
That's amazing still that like he was able to play guitar like that too.
Yeah, it's so cool.
What? And at this point, when you're seeing this, you're kind of led to believe that Red's actually in there.
Yeah.
Thankfully, he's not. As we'll see, he'll pull up and take his hat off and slam it on the ground.
But I almost feel like you kind of wonder like, how would he know? I imagine Brad West is probably the kind of guy that called him to say, "Hey, by the way, you're going out of business, Red."
Yeah. Also, real explosions.
Yep. No CGI stuff. like you see in current Marvel movies and DC films.
Real
All this
sets.
is done on set. Real explosions,
sets.
real reactions.
Yeah. Bring those firefighters in here. I'll buy them a beer.
Yeah. A no good draft dodger like Red Webster. Elvis, play something with balls.
Yeah, he sounds like a Jack Daniels guy.
Yeah. Jack Daniels. Just the way he says it. I have to wonder, like, when all these guys are with Bradley, they've all had their ass kicked by Dalton at this point. You know, and it's like they still just, I mean, of course, that's what makes a great heel, but you have to wonder, like, is it going to happen again? We're going to get asses kicked again by this guy?
Yeah, but how much are they getting paid? That might make it worth it.
Yep. But then again, too, Jimmy has yet to face off with Dalton yet. All these other guys are, you know, that's the classic build-up. You're running the gauntlet of henchmen here, building up.
And I think we get a good little striptease sequence here
with some wonderful eye candy.
From what I gather, she still looks pretty dynamite. I like this here. He's like, yeah, I gotta put my hair up for this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her twins.
I'm kind of curious if she has an established stripper career before this, or if this was something that she had to learn.
I wonder if she was like, you know, if you could, like, you know, hire her for this. Like, can you reenact that scene from Roadhouse? We'll pay you. Same outfit, everything. But I like how Sam's like, you know, he realizes, like, this is not cool. I'm just like, all right, kid. I imagine for Swayze too when he's doing this scene, like he gets all the action in this film. He's a star, but how much fun, like how much skin he gets to play around with in this film?
I don't know.
Like he sells it as like Dalton, like this is making him a bit uncomfortable having to deal with this. Like it's not like he's enjoying this. Obviously, the character's not, but.
I need to watch the documentary that's on that Blu-ray.
It
seemed like it seemed like it was pretty solid.
Yeah.
I should have done that beforehand too. I could have maybe thrown out some more info as we're watching this.
So I think I was trying to grab her panties there. And
I like how she's trying
to show the goods.
Well, I was like, it's funny how she was attempting to cover them up, but
yeah,
the right one's just coming through.
She's got a
looks like
on her chest.
It looks like nice natural breasts.
Yeah, all natural there, which is how I prefer my women. I don't like women with boob jobs.
Yeah.
It's not my preference, but...
here we go.
Yeah.
Jimmy. He could have at least drank the rest of that beer, man. Like, what a waste.
He's a heel.
Yeah. Got to show off his I guess you would call it like stick fighting skills.
Yeah. He's probably had like an intense like excitement, like all these.
Oh yeah, like yeah. I mean, Wade's looking at him like, really, guy? See, if I were Dalton, I wouldn't have sent these guys in.
No,
no. Like I would have attempted to just take care of it myself. But I know why he doesn't want to, because he's
the cooler. So he's like, because that's what these guys are supposed to do. This is what they're paid to do. Is now obviously now it's out of hand. Like the minute they start trashing the bar like that, and you get Keith David involved, it's on, man. Like that's just like some random guy that Sam Elliott's fighting there.
I'm surprised no one like bothered to throw someone into Wesley to like at least knock him off from there, but it makes sense.
Yeah. Being an uppercut hit with that pull cue, that had to hurt.
You can see too that he turns around. Wade's kind of got like a bad knee.
Yeah, but he's still, holding his own. Like it. I mean, it's.
Yeah, give him a little snap mare right there.
Yeah. So even with his bad knee, he's still holding strong.
Well, for a little while longer.
For a little while, but I mean, obviously, he sees the knee's an issue.
There we go. Get a nice little tease.
Yep.
I like how he just does it for his own amusement and has a gun and it's like, all right, yeah. we're done here.
I take it as like he's scared. And they say it later on, like, last night he was scared. And like, yes, he is scared. He broke the fight up because he's not winning. They're causing damage, which is what they always do, but they're not walking out of there victorious. That's why they got to go pick on everybody else.
Yeah, let's laugh about it. Let's drink.
Yeah.
And now we finally get established to the other guys in the town that have businesses that Wesley is tormenting.
Which, I imagine there's probably only so many like businesses that he probably pulls profit from. I can't imagine. I mean, he said everybody pays, but I don't know if it's, every single business, like.
Well, that's the thing. Like he brought the mall in, do all the stores in the mall. Like if JCPenney were to come in, he's going to go in there. I need 10%. Like.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine he probably owns, just like any other mall. Like there's someone who owns that mall and the property, so I'm sure he owns the mall, owns the property. Talks the franchise.
Yeah, but do you think? Yeah, but do you think he would actually walk in there and just be like, you know what, 10%'s not enough. I'm going to need 20% from Jay. Do you think he's got big enough balls to go against the bigger corporations? Like, yeah, bringing him in, but
that he probably worked his way into getting a little bit of a higher profit margin off a chain like JCPenney. Like he just strikes me as that kind of guy. It would be difficult, I'm sure, but being the charismatic villain that he is, yeah, I'm sure he's in bed with JCPenney too.
I'm kind of thinking what the intention was at the beginning of the scene, like Dalton and them pull up, and it's like, where were they headed?
As Benny the Jet, right there in the crowd. He's like a fight choreographer. He worked on Street Fighter in the movie. But I probably was like, they probably saw like, hey, Brad's monster truck's down. I'm sure one of the guys from the bar, like, what's his name, the heavy guy, probably made a phone call and said, look, you better get down here. Like, I think there's something going on here at the car dealership.
This is terrible.
Yeah.
Just awful. Man. I think I finally realized like my chin hair is just kind of like completely uneven. I'm going to have to fix that.
What a revelation during Roadhouse.
Well, or maybe it's just the lighting. I don't know. Anyway, you got insurance, don't you? Look at her mom jeans right there.
And she makes that look hot too. I want to be the mother of my children. He's going down. He is the Ric Flair of Roadhouse.
I don't think Ric Flair reached this level of sadistic, though.
But in terms of like this guy holds himself in the highest regard as being the Well, yeah, definitely not in wrestling, but he just has that chicken shit heel. Like him walking away, I just kind of felt like there's, you know.
So now he's clearly pissed off.
Yep.
I've done this many a time to the thing I have set up.
To the punching dummy you have in the house?
Yeah, the punching dummy I have in the house.
Yep. I come over like, Nathan, what's your problem? Maybe I'll just kick your ass.
Yeah, now this is a role reversal here.
Yeah. See, yeah, this would be Nathan as Dalton. I come over to try and talk sense into him.
You're worried, concerned Dalton. I'm like rage Dalton.
Yeah. We're variations of both Wade and Dalton, aren't we?
Yeah. Except not as cool, not as badass as these guys.
Yeah, don't sell ourselves short. We're some pretty cool guys.
I'm not cool.
I like to think we are.
That was a cool part too, where he's like going up the rope and he's like, "Fuck! Now I got to climb up here to go talk more sense into you."
My bad knee. I do like his setup though, with the rope climb, with the knots in, the punching bag up there. He's got one hell of a gymnasium. This is a really good scene though. This really is. And being the last scene that these two essentially before, I mean, obviously they share the one scene right before he dies, but to me this is like the last scene.
Ugh.
Injury free. That's cool. I mean, that's
catches his fist, man.
Yeah.
To be fair, Dalton at this point is probably at about 50% strength since he's been punching the shit out of everything the last however long.
But just
and I'm sure there was some restraint on his end too.
Had to be, but I do feel like he definitely lost. He's not thinking right now at all, and now he's thinking. But
you know what you should do, Tyler? You should grow you like a Sam Elliott, like thick mustache.
I do keep the 5 o'clock shadow all the time, but
just grow a mustache, big old thick mustache.
I don't want to do the whole because then I don't know. I just feel like I just like wearing the Schwarzenegger Predator 5 o'clock shadow. That's. I don't know. I remember trying to do it when I was younger, and I the 5 o'clock shadow is simple. It reeks of sex appeal. You know what I'm saying? I just you know I just don't, you know. I guess I could always try it, but
there you go.
I don't know if I would pull off a mustache.
Well, just grow a beard then.
I don't want to be all trendy like all the goofs now. They just grow like this big, like goofy ass big beards. Like, yeah, I'm trendy too. You know, hipster clothing and beatniks. That's what me and Nathan were always against, like the trend stuff back in high school. We were the nonconformists, except we weren't goth.
Like the South Park goth.
Yeah, we definitely weren't that. We had those in school.
Yeah, definitely did.
Yeah. Like Nathan has this kind of conversation with Emily all the time when something goes down. Who's gonna save her from you, Nathan? But Nathan's like frustrated. I'm ready to kick some ass. Except he's got a candy cigarette in his hand instead of a real cigarette.
Yeah, I've tried smoking cigarettes a couple times. This was a cool like transition thing too, where she, like the height of her yelling at him and then boom, exploded.
Boom, yeah, great transition.
And this was smooth as shit. Him hopping out, landing on that hay bale, and just kind of like parkouring over the truck like that. Man,
he's a badass.
Yep, so good. He can actually run on screen too, and like certain other.
That's what makes you look more legitimate as an action hero. If you can actually look the part and actually sell the part with actual physicality, I mean, that just makes you a much more bankable and believable action hero.
Hey, look, more real explosions.
Yep.
I bet they had to be
actually on set.
Well, they probably had to be really careful with that too, with all the surrounding trees.
Oh yeah, I mean, people were like real actors who actually have parts, you know, experience the heat wave of explosions like that. Like, I think, was it Emil and RoboCop during the gas station explosion?
Yeah.
Like, me and Derek always laugh at Jimmy's maniacal laugh when he comes running out here in a moment, because it's just so evil, but you just can't help but laugh at it.
On his motorbike.
Yeah, here he is.
I like how when it starts, he's just like doing that too.
Here
Now
we go.
Dalton's gonna fucking catch him right here.
Yep. Faster than a motorbike.
Yeah, now we're gonna get one of the other lines that this movie's famous for.
Yep.
Coming up here in a second. But fantastic. Like I really like the fight choreography in this.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure the actor who plays Jimmy, I think he was an experienced martial artist as well. Because he's on the documentary too.
Could have easily broken his neck right there.
Yeah,
and I like that flying kick.
Yeah, and I like all this is all done in camera. It's not, the use of heavy stunt doubles. Like these guys are really doing the fight. And that's what to me, 80s fights. It's not an issue of you like all the old stuff. Like no, you actually seeing this stuff in camera. It's edited properly. It just. I appreciate the physicality. That's why fight choreography has always fascinated me. Because to watch these guys actually do it and practice it. I know a lot. And even with, I'm not saying that people today don't practice and have fight choreography in the movies, but this is like all on set with no, not a lot of stunt doubles.
I'm surprised Jimmy didn't go for like the wound there that still hasn't healed yet. Would have dug my fingers into that. Here we go.
Yeah.
I mean, well, what do you say to that? I'm sure he's got some stories to tell.
Yeah. Which he clearly must have been running the show in prison.
Maybe that's where he learned all those like cool stick fighting tricks.
Yeah.
Thought you were
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kick him in the dick.
Yeah. And at this point, he pretty much deserves a cheap shot like that to blow up an old man's house. It's like you don't. I mean, he's already playing dirty already, so why not dish it right back to him? And I'm glad, like, to build up the throat tear, and it's safe for a guy like Jimmy, even though it's implied it could happen to Brad. But it's good that someone like Jimmy got the.
Well, I mean, he wouldn't have done this anyway, but he got a gun pulled on him.
Yep. And when a man sticks a gun in your face, you only get two choices. Let's go with option one.
I do have one thing here. I'm like, I hate the fact that she's so pissed at him when she clearly saw that there was a gun pointed at him.
Yeah.
But she's sitting here making it think like, oh, this is your fault.
Well,
but I guess it is probably kind of a thing of it's all about him trying to get Dalton now, more or less, and everyone else is paying for it. So I guess I could see why she's like, you keep escalating this and making it worse. Why don't you just go? Yeah, never mind.
That, and along with the fact that I also look at this, she dated Brad. She probably saw a lot of this. A lot of, maybe not death, but saw that, I've seen enough of this stuff in my lifetime. I don't want to deal with this anymore.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Not as good as Kevin Bacon's in Trimmers.
Yeah. I know Swayze.
Right. Oh yeah, no,
I won't say he tops it, but he,
and I like the shot here. Yeah, how you get like that horror music, and then it just quiet, and here's Jimmy just floating down onto Wesley.
Got the karate gi back on here.
Yeah. The other thing,
a nicer car.
Yeah, well, that's his car.
Yeah.
At the same time, how early was this? Why is no one else there yet? Is he always the first one in, kind of thing?
Oh, I mean, I've assumed probably the staff shows up, probably like 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening or afternoon. Also, it may have been a cut scene because he shows up right at the bar and Brad knows he's there. So you almost kind of feel like, and they left Sam Elliott there too, so they probably tipped him off. Hey, look, because I mean, we're digging for stuff we're not shown. But Brad, because of the scene, you kind of led to believe that Brad likes to tip off people he's pissed off, like because he enjoys this. Like, well, hang on a sec here. Like he enjoys playing cat and mouse like this.
I mean, he's flipping a coin to see which one of them is going to die. Like
and actually does it for real. He'd have been a great heel manager in wrestling, Ben Gazzara.
Yeah. Well, it's one thing to be an actor. It's like how would you be at improvising promos?
Well, I'm just saying he has that persona. Like, yeah, not everybody who can act can be a wrestler, and not every wrestler can be an actor.
Wish you could have seen that fight.
Yeah. But just knowing, like, the minute he leaves, they're lingering around somewhere.
Oh yeah, but it's also leaning to the fact that he just got off the phone and he's like, all right, well, Wade's still alive. What about the doc?
Yeah.
We're out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a little too late with that, but shit. I'm glad, I guess, too, that they didn't show a thing where, like, he walks out the doors of the Double Deuce and then you see, like, the monster truck pull around the corner or something. It makes it more impactful because you're just like, all right, they're both okay. What the hell is he talking about?
Yeah, it's there's some things that are just better left unsaid and let the scene play itself out and explain what happened as opposed to showing it. Less is more a lot of times. That's good filmmaking.
Damn. That's cold-blooded.
Mm-hmm.
That's cold. Get out of my face.
I'd walk out. By the way, I faked every orgasm.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. I put her in her place. And then I come crawling back.
I'm sorry, babe. I didn't mean that.
Fine, get the hell out of my life. Leave me alone. Like,
all the fingerprints you bring home and they suck.
Yeah, about the only kind of praise we'll ever give Adam Sandler.
Yeah, he had a couple good movies.
Yeah, he did. I like this, just focusing on Swayze, his reaction.
Damn. It was Tails.
That's really hammering home. Like, make sure you leave a note on his body to say it was Tails. Like, that's a prick thing to do.
All right, so Swayze crying right here. It looks a little meh at first, but then.
Yeah, when he starts to pull the knife out.
When he pulls the knife out, and then you see the tears right here. Like, I feel like that was real tears, honestly. Yeah. See, it's effective right there. At the beginning, I wasn't totally sold on his crying face, but here it's good. And then the music's picking up, and he's pissed off. And now we're gonna reach our epic climax of the movie.
Yep. Time to hand out the last ass kicking of the film.
Which we'll see here with Pat and his shotgun. You just see watch his legs when he's like shooting the gun. I thought it was hilarious. Yeah, he's already kind of just like air humping over there.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like I guess in their eyes they think they've won. Like they're just so relaxed about it.
I miss that too. There's not enough of like cars going through shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, look at Pat's leg. Yeah.
yeah.
Right here. No. And you just see his leg. Oh, he's like super excited, like he's never shot a gun before or something. And cars on fire. I miss that too.
Yeah.
I miss just like the stunt.
Actual cars on fire.
Yeah.
It shows you, man, this is old school filmmaking. I can't imagine, and I don't know it right off, but this film doesn't strike me as something that had a humongous high budget, of course. You know, it's not talking like millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Budget $15 million.
Yeah, that's a low budget film. So
made $30 million at the box office.
So it made its budget back and then some. But also it came out in the summer of '89. which you all know what came out in the summer of '89. This was at the tail end, though, but still. A lot of competition.
Yeah, '89 was stacked.
Yeah. I mean, I dare anybody come up with a summer that had the highest, amount of juggernauts in one summer of movies. Even if they didn't make money like this. I mean, this made money. But I'm saying, like, to come out along with Batman, Indiana Jones, Karate Kid 3, Lethal Weapon 2, Back to the Future 2, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, UHF, No Holds Barred. All those movies came out in the same summer, dude. I dare anybody to come up with a bigger summer than that. Come on, do it.
Last year, man, with Infinity War this summer, Infinity War and all the other bullshit.
Oh, and Meg.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stand corrected. That alone has beaten '89. God almighty. Tails again. Like knowing, like, you're the guy that put the knife in Sam Elliott.
Well, I mean, he's the one that pulled it out of the gas pedal. He may have not have been the guy.
Well, it's his knife.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. What an idiot.
Yeah. Nathan, not to get specific, do you know any people like this?
Do I know it? Boy, do I.
I thought as much, and we'll just leave it at that. He's got a nice place.
Yeah. I mean, I would fucking hope so with all the money that he has.
Yeah. I love spiral staircases.
I like how he doesn't make any effort to move, like, at all right now. Yep, just shoot at something that's already dead. What an idiot.
Yep. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Nathan knows people with that mentality.
Yeah, just look at all those exotic. Well,
wild animals.
Yeah, some exotic, some not. But yeah, look at fucking giraffe.
Yeah.
What a prick.
Yeah, to kill a giraffe. Yeah, I mean, this guy's just begging to get killed.
Yeah, game hunting is stupid.
Yeah. Oh, look how big my dick is because I shot an animal from a mile away and he didn't even know it.
Yeah.
I got a big wiener.
Give him a knife and a sharp stick and see how he does.
Yeah. Go up to an animal face to face with a knife. Then you can call yourself a man.
You took them all out. Wow.
Yeah. I want a spiral staircase in my place. I just love spiral staircases. They're so cool.
Oh, you're going to have to get a bigger place, dude.
That and I'll get a fire pole in there too. Be great. You can come over and play. We'll play Ghostbusters.
All right.
Emily can play Janine.
I'll bring my proton pack.
Yeah.
He's got a walrus there.
A hyena. Yeah, a walrus, dude. Various cats. Baboons.
Like how he just gets shot in the arm and he's still going like that.
Yeah. Because at this point, no bullet was going to stop him. Yeah, pain don't hurt. I like how they throw in like the monkeys there. Monkey see, hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil.
Yeah. And props to him for not even he's not backing down too much.
No, you got to give him credit there. He's actually trying to fight him one-on-one, even without a gun. And plus, we don't want it to be a short fight. You're going to build up all this time just having it. Plus, too, you got to remember too. I don't care where you've been shot. That is going to slow you down. Because it's. I've never been shot, and sure as hell hope not. But Who's gonna do it?
Yeah. How convenient. Because isn't she's watching again, isn't she?
Yeah, she comes running in.
Yeah.
It's like, I hope you saw that, Doc.
Oh, never mind. She just came in.
Man, rocking another nice outfit too.
To distract him long enough. And this is a fitting end for this character, honestly.
Well, because we see Dalton kick enough ass too, and for the locals to get in their time. Yeah, it's quite fitting.
We're not taking it no more.
It's a nasty wound.
Yeah.
They really juiced it up.
Ah.
You get him, Everett.
Perfectly placed through the glass coffee table.
Yeah, nice bump.
I mean, not as good as Terry Funk's bumps, but yeah.
Yeah, he did a pretty good job. I wonder too, like, they're already like this right here. So this was preconceived, like this, like we're gonna almost as if like if Dalton hadn't showed up, with these guys who just wandered over there, all with guns, killed them all, and then hid the guns. Like they already had this thought out, which kind of makes you think there was something else going on in here, and just all happened to work out. You know?
Yeah, I could see like kind of the relief on their face. Like, well, you know what? Yeah, that worked out all right.
Yeah.
Sheriff looks familiar too.
Yeah.
I don't see nothing.
Yeah. You see anything?
I don't know what you're talking about.
We ain't seen shit. Well, it kind of makes you wonder, like, is he going to be forgiven by the locals after this point? Since he's unemployed now, will he, have to leave town, or will he repent for his sins and be hired to work in the Red's auto parts store or something like that?
Well, he's got to rebuild it first.
Oh yeah.
Maybe he can just be at the guy in front of the Double Deuce that's like running the clicker or something.
Yeah. That's probably my favorite song in the movie.
Yeah.
I used to wonder, like, they're all naked in front of Jeff Healey.
Well, he's blind.
It's like, don't you couldn't you just like wait until he left before you decided to take your clothes off and have sex in the water? Like he's just like moron off to the side.
I don't know, man. If I were those guys, I'd be worried about like infection, and all that nasty ass pond water getting inside of your orifices and whatnot.
If Kelly Lynch is going to get naked with me in the water, I'll risk taking any kind of STD.
What? I'm not talking about STDs,
or just
dumbass.
I'm saying anything at that point. I'll run risk anything. If Kelly Lynch is going to get naked with me.
Wow, you heard it here first, everybody.
If I'm going out happy. There you have it, man.
Man, credits
on the long-awaited Roadhouse.
I'm gonna say that movie just flew by. We're here about the hour 50 mark, but it just flew by for me. That was a blast.
Dude.
I'm gonna just sit here while the credits play. What's this awesome ass song?
Sharing husband, Christopher Collins, which is Chris Latta. I don't know why he goes by a different name on screen.
Well, they do that sometimes.
Yeah. Loudmouth, table dancer, bar character, derelict.
Yeah. Quite a few people listed there under stunts.
Yes, as there would be. Yeah, this is my favorite Jeff Healey song in the movie.
Well, they kind of give him a time to shine as well in this. Before it's just kind of like half a song or the beginning of the song, and here we get like the full. I
remember on the VHS they advertised like the soundtrack, and it had it was like a promo ad for the soundtrack with Jeff Healey singing, like music video and stuff. I thought it was pretty cool. It's probably on YouTube. Dave Too Tall Walkman. Yeah, this was another fun commentary, man. To think we had two commentaries back to back.
Two full lengthers in the span of a couple days.
Yeah. So I think we have definitely taken advantage of our time off here to put out some kick-ass.
Yeah, we still got a few more days to go, so we're gonna pump out some more content.
Yeah,
we'll have a proper Beyond Retro podcast episode on Black Dynamite. I'm looking forward to rewatching that and talking about it
with some cream corn.
Yeah, just a fun homage to that genre of film.
That, and we'll have a Mask commentary on the first episode of Mask coming up.
Per request, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we can hammer out another one of these full lengthers. Maybe do Secret of the Ooze.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were talking about when we did the first Turtles film.
Yep, could always do that. Or if the Mooches strike us, do a commentary on Rocketeer.
Ooh.
Because if we were going to do Roadhouse, we were going to do Rocketeer.
Yeah. I was kind of up in the air. It's either Roadhouse or Rocketeer. And we went with Roadhouse. This all worked out all right.
It did.
I guess I'll go ahead and say, too, thank you guys for tuning in that watch us live, but also thank you to the ones of you that catch this after the fact in the archive, or take them on road trips like we found out today. Thanks again for the support on that. Man, just...
I would like to put to issue, like, not just for this, but for fans of Power, Capes and Commentaries, for people who listen to this regularly, we don't have to have like a long thing, but it'd just be fun to know, when do you listen to the podcast? Do you do it at work, when you're killing time at home, in the car? You know, I just am curious to, like, when people decide they're going to listen to us talk, like when are we used as your time killer, your time filler, or something like that? You know, I'd be curious to know. Do you and the missus like lay down in bed at night, you know, in separate beds, like the 1950 show? I'm going to listen to that Capes and Commentaries there. They turn on the radio and the family gathers around.
I don't think that happens at all.
Hey, I can dream, can I?
Yeah, you can. And then we get the old MGM logo again. But thanks you guys for joining live. I want to suggest, if you are new to the channel, or if you're joining us from Podbean or iTunes, please come over to the YouTube channel. Give us a subscribe, ring the bell so you get notified when new videos are posted or when we go live, especially for these and my Beyond Retro Arcade that I've been doing a lot lately. Check out the links down below. Buy Joe's t-shirts. Check out his customs. Check out Fans of Power, the He-Man, the Master Universe podcast, hosted by Tyler Becker and Joe Amato, every Sunday, 9 p.m. YouTube.com/Fans of Power podcast. The dogs are starting to rustle around. So with that, I'm going to try something new. And if this sounds lame, I'll never say it again. I have to think about it in my head really quick. But we will see you in the future to talk about the past.
God, I love that.
Does that work? I came up with it.
That. I'm letting you keep that is the official closer from now on.
It just popped in my head when I was in the car on the way back from the vet. I was
keep it.
I ran it by Emily. She was like, that sounds pretty good. And I was like, does it? I don't know. I'm going to try it though.
I like it.
All right. So with that, thanks again, guys. And I'll leave it at that. Thank you guys so much for checking this out. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment down below. Let us know. Yeah. Let us know your thoughts on Roadhouse. Give it a like, share with your friends, all that stuff. Thanks again, guys.
Bye.